Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic!
Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
Innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in height they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
By Lynn's Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds & Associates, Insurance and Real Estate, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Yes Way, Here Regional in part by Happy Sun and Shine Properties, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, TMA, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Sons, Bauman Lumber, Birding Electric, Oahe Federal Credit Union and Insurance, the Hughes County Sheriff's Department, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Central Dakota Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Lydon and Associates, Ameriprise Volleyball.
And thank you very much, and a good Tuesday evening, everybody. A night of high school volleyball coming your way. The Pierre Governors are back on the road. Here we welcome you to the Huron Arena. The Tigers and the Governors for the first time since only 2 weeks ago. In fact, when the Tigers came to Pierre, took the first 2 sets off the Governors. Pierre came storming back in sets 3 and 4 and then had a nip and tuck. 5th set, Pierre wins at 18-16, and that sets the stage for the rematch, the second time around for the Governors and the Tigers. Welcome to Huron Arena and our coverage of Governor Volleyball here, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7, alongside Caleb Brozick, who will run video production for Live Ticket, and you'll be able to see this match as well as hear it on our website at drgnews.com and the River 92.7 page, or at gogovs.live. And with Heather Williams in studio, again, Brian Oakland with play-by-play tonight. We will take a 2-minute timeout to begin. We'll get into the pregame show brought to you by the Becky Pottsabah State Farm Insurance Agency. And here, of course, our look around Class AA volleyball, the state of volleyball, also with coaches' comments, keys to success, and starting lineups and all that and more that comes along with the Becky Pottsabah State Farm pregame show. Beginning in 2 minutes, high school volleyball, Pierre and Huron, once again, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
For over 100 years, State Farm Insurance has been there to help whenever you need them. The team at Pottsabah State Farm is your central South Dakota good neighbor. While technology may have changed, you can always expect top-notch customer service from Pottsabah State Farm. They'll take care of all of your insurance and financial service needs, where good neighbor service is their continued priority. Pottsabah State Farm Insurance, with offices in Pierre and Gregory.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino, from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
One team. The Pierre Governors know what that means, and so do the men and women of the Hughes County Sheriff's Office. No matter how good you are, a good team makes you better. To be the best, that takes teamwork. If you want to know more about the Hughes County Sheriff's Office and their 361 team, log on at hughescounty.org and click on the Sheriff tab. The Hughes County Sheriff's Office and the Pierre Govs, winning teams. Welcome back to the Huron Arena, and welcome to our Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth high above the arena floor. On one end, you get a good view of our view with our live tickets help with a video stream at drgnews.com. You'll see our vantage point as well as we can provide to you with our call as well. Thanks to the men and women of the Hughes County Sheriff's Office for doing what they do as first responders in our community and for giving us a place to perch and broadcast high school volleyball from. It's the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. Starting our pregame show with a look around South Dakota very quickly as we see that Sioux Falls, Washington, and O'Gorman are the top two teams, both 20-3, but Washington has a percentage points advantage over O'Gorman. Kind of looking back, first of all, at last week's action, the Governors, of course, coming in off of a 3-set sweep of Yankton, 25-11, 25-16, 25-22. Huron, meanwhile, was on the downside of a 3-set sweep to Sioux Falls Jefferson, 25-20, 25-19, and then 25-12. So they're looking forward to getting back into playing a little bit better against a team they probably know a lot better in the Pierre Governors tonight. So both teams trying to get something going, of course, down the stretch. Over the weekend, other action saw Brandon Valley and O'Gorman both go out to Rapid City and sweep Central and Stevens. A little surprised that Brandon Valley had a 3-game sweep of Rapid City Stevens on the Raiders' home court. But other than that, Aberdeen went 3-1 at Yankton. Sturgis got a win over Red Cloud On Thursday night, there was some tournament play as well that saw Sioux Falls Jefferson go 2-2 in Sioux City. Sioux Falls Washington went 3-1 at that Bishop Heelan tournament as well. Sioux Falls Roosevelt played at Lakeville, Minnesota. Douglas hosted their own tournament as well. But again, it's Washington and O'Gorman still heading up the pack. Harrisburg, who 1 week ago tonight defeated the Governors in 3, is at 14-3. Sioux Falls Jefferson's moved up to the 4 spot now at 18-5. And Sioux Falls Lincoln now taking over Pierre at 17-8 in the 5 spot. The Governors falling to number 6, right now 12-4, just ahead of Huron, who is 15-7. Of course, we're going by power rankings, but we're giving you the actual records as we give each one. Rapid City Stevens is the 8th seed right now, 16-9, and then Sioux Falls Roosevelt the 9 at 11-13. Watertown, Aberdeen, Brandon Valley, who's moved up to number 12 now, still with just a 6-15 mark. Brookings, Douglas, Mitchell, Spearfish round out the top 16, with Pierre's last opponent, Yankton, at 17 on the outside looking in, along with Sturgis and Rapid City Central. If the postseason began tonight, the Sodak 16 would have Pierre hosting number 11 seed Aberdeen Central. Huron, the 7 seed, would play host to Watertown. And one match to get into the state tournament, of course, in that format. That is the state of volleyball, Class AA in South Dakota. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll begin our Keys to Success portion of the Becky Potsuba State Farm pregame show. We'll hear from Josh Lean later on of the Huron Tigers. Tiffany Stoser will come up next as our Keys to Success commence here. High school volleyball with the Pierre Governors at the Huron Tigers on River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
Happy fall from your Chevy team dealer, Beck Motor Company in Pierre. October in central South Dakota means, yep, you got it, hunting season. We have a great selection of pre-owned trucks and SUVs to get you out into the field. And for October only, take home a $50 Runnings gift card to help you out with your hunting supplies. See all our inventory at beck-motors.com, 605-224-5912.
Your cancer care should be as unique as you are. At Avera Breast Center, our team of experts create a treatment plan that will work best for your type of cancer, using the latest screening, radiation, and surgical techniques. You also have access to holistic approaches to help with side effects, and a 24/7 call center for answers to your cancer questions when you need them. Learn more at avera.org/breast or by calling 855-697-2592.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
All right, time for the Keys to Success. Another road trip for the Governor girls volleyball squad, and Tiffany Stoser here bringing the team on into the Huron Arena to meet up with a team that you saw just a couple of weeks ago in a 5-set match, and that one over Huron. Had a 3-set win over Yankton on Thursday night, and I think from start to finish there were some ups and downs, even though you had a 3-game sweep. In the end, a win is a win, but there are some things yet to clean up too.
Yeah, one thing we really need to work on is building our own energy. You know, we ran ahead and won those first 2 sets pretty handily, and then you got to find it within yourself to get excited, because the crowd had kind of sat down and it was quiet in the gym, and we're trying to build ways that we can create our own excitement out there on the floor, and sometimes that's hard to do. I think that's what a big big part of the night was. I think tonight, of course, there's going to be no lack of excitement. So I'm looking for the girls to stay upbeat all night.
There is that one thing called human nature, I think, where if you get a couple of easy wins in the first 2 sets, I mean, it's you've got to find an extra level within yourself to keep that intensity going.
That's what every mentor that I know told me about that night. You know, there's certainly frustrations with me. I think they should play at a certain level all night long. But everybody that I look up to said, hey, this is normal. This is how it works, and you got to chill out a little bit. So, but tonight there will be no sets with lopsided games like we saw that night. I don't think so. I'm expecting the energy to stay up.
Yeah, and you remember 2 weeks ago, Huron gets the first 2 games in Pierre. You come back and really dominate the 3rd and the 4th, and really had that tight one in the 5th. And there's no reason to expect anything different tonight.
No, I think you're going to see more sets tonight like you saw in the 5th set. I don't think there will be as much lopsided where one team doesn't come out with anything on any given set. You know, it's going to be a battle to the end, and whoever can finish each one is who's going to come away with it. So this will be exciting, this will be stressful, and that's what we need down this stretch.
And 2 weeks ago when we had that match, we were talking about all the similarities on paper. The schedules, very similar. The records, very similar. Across the net, mano a mano, very similar with this team.
Yeah, very much so. And the other thing is, we know Huron's game plan better than any other team. They know our game plan better than any other team. So we know what to expect. You just have to take care of your own errors and control what we can do on our side.
When this team is on, they are a team that will not let the balls fall in the back row, and they are a very frustrating team to try to get some points put away with.
Yeah, they sure can be defensively, and we spent some time working on some open areas that we think that they're going to have for us, but it sure is hard to hit them. You know, they only leave areas open that are really difficult to put a swing at, and I don't want to get ourselves in a position where we're making a lot of errors. So got to stay fast offense, swing it hard. Certainly don't have a tip against them. We've just got to be aggressive swinging tonight.
I think one thing to watch out for when you're on defense as well is, they like to go with those little quick sets, and especially to their middle. Sometimes catch you off guard a little bit, and those can be some pretty good momentum changers for them.
Yeah, they sure can. Fortunately, our defense, I think we pick those up. We get somebody in that middle spot all the time. We spent some time after I watched film again against Huron. I didn't think we were to our defensive spots quick enough. Quick enough to make a good defensive pass. I thought we serve received okay, but defensively our passes weren't there. And so it's just a matter of getting into a spot quicker. Probably spent 3/4 of our practice on that last night, trying to get. You have to be in position against a team like this and stay in system with a good pass.
And really, I think in that back row in particular, this game is so much about anticipation and seeing and maybe guessing right and instinctively knowing where that swing is coming.
Sure, we left that middle back open for them, and I think we've closed that up now. I'm hoping that that's where they go, because we've got that closed up. We'll have somebody there ready for it. We're trying to take away some things that I think they're going to look for tonight.
Other keys to success, including intensity from start to finish.
That's the thing, and I think the girls are hyped for this game. They know that Huron's got our number. There's no worse way to lose than be up 2-0 and lose that night. So, Huron's ready to roll. They want this game maybe more than any other game they have on their schedule, and so if we don't bring everything we got, we're in trouble, but I think the girls will tonight.
All right, Coach, go get her done. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Brian.
Tiffany Stoser, head coach of the Pierre Governor girls, as her coach's comments and keys to success are brought to you by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre, and we'll hear from CDE, and we're coming back with Josh Lean, the head coach of the Huron Tigers, as our coverage of Governor volleyball continues on River 92.7.
Central Dakota Eye Care continues to grow. Hi, this is Dr. Matthew Blasek. I've recently joined the practice at Central Dakota Eye Care. I'm excited to move back to Pierre, and I'm accepting new patients of all ages. We offer state-of-the-art equipment, trained staff, and the best selection of eyewear and contact lenses. Regular, yearly, comprehensive eye exams are key to finding eye problems before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 for an appointment. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
All right, keys to success will continue with Joshua Lane, the head coach of the Huron Tigers. And obviously, Coach, it wasn't too long ago we had a conversation and really had a great 5-set match for volleyball fans. I know maybe not for Huron Tiger fans. You had them up 2, and Pierre comes back, takes the last 3. But still a great match. I think the more important thing for you is that since then, it hasn't gone so well. Sioux Falls Jefferson came in here last Thursday and showed their worth. And right now, as both of our teams get down the home stretch, it's time to step things up a bit.
Well, so peaks and valleys, right? Yep. So last week we did have a chance to get on the road and beat a decent Roosevelt team in Sioux Falls Roosevelt last Tuesday, only to turn around as we felt good about ourselves and get beat up a little bit by Jefferson on our home court. And we tend to take pride in playing in the arena and being able to compete with teams that maybe we shouldn't be able to compete with because it's our court and we're proud of that, and we missed that chance on Thursday, right? 2 fairly competitive first 2 sets that we weren't able to close out, and we weren't able to, I think, 25-21, 25-20, whatever, and we were right there in it at 18-18. And so we missed some chances, and we talk about that. And then again, they showed why they're beating everybody else, right? Because they just took it to us in the 3rd set, and really didn't matter what we were doing. So yes, peaks and valleys last couple weeks. I think, and somebody will correct me here because I can't quite remember if it was 16-14 set 5 against Pierre here 2 weeks ago, but. It was really nice over the last weekend and over the last 2 practices. We've been able to really kind of take a deep breath because we weren't trying to learn a brand new scouting report from scratch, right? Because we just broke it, we dusted it off, we watched a few adjustments that have happened over the last couple weeks, which isn't a ton, right? Nothing I think that's going to shock us completely. And we were able to kind of work on what we need to work on and improve on our side as well as defend their side. So it's been a really last couple of days have been really nice to focus on us.
It was 18-16, if you're wondering.
18-16.
Yeah, but the thing was that I thought you commanded those, you kind of dominated those first 2 sets. Pierre kind of turned the tables, did the same thing in the second 2. Coach Stoser thinks this entire match tonight is going to be more like that 5th game, is nip and tuck all the way.
Well, I hope so. That means we're in it, right? Yeah. So and we want it to be good volleyball, and you're right. My assessment, and I talked to the coaching staff, my own staff afterwards, the assessment really is that the scouting report, or what we felt like we had in our hands as we were driving over to Pierre, we really guessed right in just about every move we had to make in order to try to be competitive with a team like Pierre. Well, what happens is when that first or second or third major adjustment starts happening and we don't readjust, that's where we were in set 3 and 4. And we got stuck on, well, but coach, the scouting report said if we did this, it would work. Well, now Pierre has made the adjustment because that's what good teams do. And we have to readjust. And so hopefully tonight is full of those. I mean, this is when the coaching staffs make money, right? I mean, because it's adjustment, readjustment, and I think we're up to the task tonight to continue to see if we can't make that happen for the girls and put them in the best chance to be successful.
Yeah, because once again we talk about how similar both of these 2 teams are, and sometimes that is the science of volleyball. And it's not how you start; it's how you finish. Yep. And what are your keys to make that happen tonight?
Well, so reality is our outside pins got to try to keep up with your outside pins. So when I say that, you got Avery Kaiser and Campbell is getting better every week on that outside pin. Those 2 kids are capable of 15 to 25 kills a night. Well, Bryn Gose and Heaven Gainey are going to have to be on point tonight for that to be the case. And if they are, we'll be in it. And then the difference will be, if all of those first dominoes fall in our favor, will be the floor defense, because I like Bryn Huber, our libero, in her 3rd season as a starter. I like some of our matchups along the back row. So that to me is where we could pull away in this thing if Bryn gets a chance to read correctly and keeps that keeps Avery's best shot off the floor, gives us a chance to swing at it back, then we'll be in good shape. That's going to be the difference late in each set.
All right, Coach. Looking forward to another barn burn.
You bet. Thank you. Yep.
That's Josh Lee, the head coach of the Huron Tigers. His coach's comments and keys to success, like Coach Stoser from the Governors, also sponsored by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. While we're playing that interview back, they reset the pregame countdown clock up to 15 minutes, so we do have some extra time. We'll take a 3-minute timeout this time around, and our Becky Pottsema State Farm Insurance Agency pregame show will continue. Starting lineups are coming up next, and a whole lot more as well, getting you ready for high school volleyball in the ESD and the Old District 3AA from the Huron Arena on River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial Investment Advisory Services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. Registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Push it, pull it, drag it, haul it, tow it. Just get it to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Right now, your trade is worth at least $3,000. If it's got a VIN number and on 4 wheels, we'll give you $3,000 for it when you trade in at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Don't wait. This special won't last long. Get $3,000 when you trade at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Some restrictions apply. Non-trade per Duke. Minimum purchase $10,000.
Hey, DQ fans, we're so excited about October's Blizzard of the Month that we just had to tell you. Meet the new Snickers Brownie Blizzard Treat. Made with Snickers pieces, chewy brownie pieces, and caramel topping, blended into world-famous DQ soft serve. This might just be your new go-to order, and you don't even have to trick or treat to get it. Try it today. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Back at the historic Huron Arena is volleyball getting set to get going here tonight. Governors taking on the Huron Tigers for the second time in 2 weeks. The first round went to the Governors in 5 sets. We'll see if the Tigers can turn the tide this time around. It has been a rivalry that has been, well, historically one-sided to Huron. Last year, Pierre came here and got a 4-set win. That was the first win, I think, since 2008 at the time for the Governors over Huron. But then, again, the Tigers went back to Riggs High 2 weeks later, got a win, and then these two teams met in the consolation semifinal of the state tournament in Rapid City, and also that one won by Huron in 4 sets. Pierre trying to go 2-0 in the regular season against their Highway 14 rivals. Let's give you the starting lineups in this one. Starters are brought to you in our broadcast by Envirotech in Pierre. And for the Huron Tigers, they start with their setter, a very good one. Hampton Hines, a 5'8" junior, setting up for hitters who will include Carson Kaufman in the middle, a 5'11" senior. Elin Schoenhardt, a good freshman at 5'10". Also Heaven Gainey, a 5'7" senior on the outside. Isabel Elwine, right side specialist, but will hit from the middle at time as well. She is a 5'8" senior. And Bryn Gose at 5'9" and a senior. When things are going well for Huron, Bryn Gose is having a pretty good night, so she'll be one to watch as well. Kaufman, Schoenhardt, Gainey, Elwine, Gose, and Hampton Hines are the starting six, with Bryn Huber in at libero, also a very good one, third-year starter at 5'4" and a senior for the Huron Tigers. They're the 7th seed in the power rankings on the Activities Association rankings right now. 15-7 on the season, head coached by Josh Lean, assisted by Tyann Ulmer, Lizzie Kotz, and Brittany McClanahan. We'll hear from Envirotech and Pierre, give you the Governor starters when we return with more Governor Volleyball.
Envirotech makes life a little... No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 605-224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use their mobile app, Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule because of weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered.
Envirotech starting lineups for tonight, sponsored by Envirotech and Pierre. Here are the Governor starters. Beginning with the defensive specialist, Lainey Rinke at 5'6", the junior in the back row. Setters are 5'7", junior Elise Christofferson, and Lily Sanchez, the setter/hitter at 5'9", and a senior. And other hitters include Reese Terwilliger, the 5'11", junior in the middle, McKenna Schleckaway, 5'11", senior middle hitter, and Avery Kaiser, the 6-footer on the outside, the senior for the Governors. All three of those hitters, I believe, have to have a pretty big night tonight for the Governors to try to repeat the feat in beating the Huron Tigers this evening. Remington Price is the libero, 5'7", and a senior along with Price. It's Rinke, Sanchez, Schleckaway, Christofferson, Kaiser, and Terwilliger. You'll also see Campbell Boddicker playing some front row, 5'10", junior. And 2 weeks ago, we saw the rise or the re-emergence of the middle block with Michaela Sherwood, the 6'2" junior. Danny Beck, also a 6'2" senior, in for some blocking prowess for the Governors, who are number 6 in the power rankings on the Activities Association website. Record of 12-4. Tiffany Stoser, head coach, is assisted by Alexis Terwilliger, Chloe Kaiser, Kim Byerly, and Taylor Hyde McLennan. Those are the starting lineups, brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. And another starting lineup to give to you is the naming of tonight's game officials. They're the law on the court. And our game officials will be given to you after we hear this from the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection.
Car scams are more common now, largely due to the low inventory of vehicles. This is your Attorney General, Mark Vargo, saying that while we may take this type of purchase for granted, don't rush into it for fear of losing out on that vehicle. Stay vigilant and do your homework before you make the purchase. If you're purchasing a used vehicle, know who you're dealing with, know what you're signing, and be sure you get a copy of the signed agreement at the time of purchase. Be wary of look-alike or sound-alike car dealer websites. If you have questions, contact my Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
The Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection giving us our game officials. The law on the court are officials licensed by the South Dakota High School Activities Association to officiate high school volleyball, and we thank them for doing what is very oftentimes a thankless job in officiating high school sports. On the net will be Eric Gerlach and Carla Lynn, and the line judges will be Shar Sarda and Jen Fuchs. Those are tonight's game officials. The netminders, Eric Gerlach and Carla Lynn, with Shar Sarda, Jen Fuchs, the line judges as well. The game officials, law on the court, sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection. Let's take another 2-minute timeout. We've got more of our pregame show, a little bit of an extended version of that, Governor and Tiger volleyball, coming up here at River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
call the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. May Adam Law Firm's skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, or personal injury. May Adam Law Firm is able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future, too. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre, since 1881.
Access Health, Fort Pierre, welcomes new and established patients, offering chronic and acute care for all ages, including evaluations for illness and injuries, immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT and sports visits. Same-day appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Good luck this season, athletes, from Access Health, Fort Pierre, assuring access to quality health care.
Now you can book flights from Pierre Regional Airport through United.com and American Airlines. If traveling to Denver, schedule your flight at DenverAirConnection.com. Plus, the morning flight is at 8:20, allowing you to connect to the majority of continued flights. Avoid the crowds, enjoy free parking, and no driving when you fly from Pierre Regional Airport. 50 passenger jets and a 1-hour direct flight to Denver. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport.
Back again in Huron as we get closer to first serve tonight coming up, and just a quick look around the state of volleyball. When we did that earlier, we didn't give you tonight's schedule, so here is a full list of games in Class AA, including this one here with Pierre playing at Huron. Also District 3 AA volleyball, old style if you will. Aberdeen Central is playing at Mitchell. Harrisburg has a good one tonight at number 1 Sioux Falls Christian in Class A. Also in the Metro, Sioux Falls Washington plays at Brandon Valley. Brookings will host Sioux Falls Roosevelt. And Sioux Falls Jefferson, who was here last Thursday in Huron, heading up to Watertown to battle the Arrows tonight. And also in Sioux Falls, another good one with Sioux Falls Lincoln playing at top-ranked O'Gorman. Out west in the Black Hills Conference, Spearfish will play at Hot Springs. Douglas will go to lead Deadwood tomorrow, or make it on Friday. The next volleyball matches have number 1 O'Gorman, number 2 Sioux Falls Washington. A lot of eyes will be on that one. Sioux Falls Jefferson will play at Roosevelt as well on Friday. Also on Friday and Saturday, teams from the East and the ESD, Harrisburg, Yankton, Brandon Valley, Watertown, and Brookings will go to the West to take on Rapid City Central, Stevens, Spearfish, Sturgis, and Douglas in matches that will all be taking place at the 2 Rapid City AA high schools. Pierre's next matchup after this one has the Governors hosting Aberdeen Central on Saturday. That'll be our next Governor volleyball broadcast. That'll be on Saturday at 1:30. If memory serves, we'll catch the time on that for sure a little bit later on. So Pierre at Huron tonight. They host Aberdeen on Saturday. Of course, in between those, we have a Governor football game to bring to you as well, and that will be on Thursday night as the Governors go to Douglas to take on the winless Patriots. That'll be at 6:25 of the pregame and 7 o'clock with the opening tip. We pause for 3 minutes. We'll serve it up next. This is Governor Volleyball.
Yesway proudly supports the Pierre Governors. Go Govs! After the game, Yesway Rewards members can cool down with 2 bottles of Gatorade Zero and save 5 cents per gallon of gas. Join now at yesway.com. Yesway, say yes to convenience.
This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds & Associates in Pierre. Jenny Turbeville was one of Pierre's premier distance runners, leading the Governors to the 1990 ESD Track and Field Championship. Jenny also won the 800 meters at the 1990 and 91 state track and field meets, and she was part of the 3,200-meter relay team in 1990 that set a school record that still stands. Jenny Turbeville, now Jenny Turbeville Irvin, one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment presented by Fisher Rounds & Associates in Pierre.
People helping people. Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting has quality electricians with decades of experience. They offer dependable installation for commercial and residential construction or day-to-day service. Whether you're looking for new construction or remodeling existing buildings or homes, contact your full-service electrical contractor, Nystrom Electric. Visit their website, nystromelectric.com, or call them for estimates on your next project at 605-224-8750. Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre.
Smart grocery shopping takes a little bit of TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre is thrifty, local, and convenient. Lynn's Dakota Mart prides itself on their fresh produce, high-quality meats, and bakery goods. Grab some Caribou coffee while you shop, too. Lynn's Dakota Mart features a nice selection of beer, wines, and liquor. Stop at Dakota Mart Gas and save up to 20 cents per gallon every day. Take care of your prescription needs at Lynn's Dakota Mart Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Thrifty, local, convenient. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre, your hometown neighborhood market.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, River 92.7, KGFX-FM, Pierre. Stop speeding before it stops you. Obey posted speed limits.
Welcome back once again to the Huron Arena and our Becky Pottsma State Farm pregame show complete. It is time to play some volleyball. We heard from Comtech in Pierre. They'll sponsor the opening serve of tonight's match and of each of our subsequent serves with, again, Caleb Brozick at side running camera, Heather Williams in studio doing audio technical production. I'm Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. Here from the Huron Arena as we get started, Coach, folks, I should be remiss if I did not talk about the passing of Mark Seffner, the head coach of the Sully Buttes girls basketball program and the Sully Buttes football program. I just feel like this is a perfect place to, my first broadcast since he passed away on Saturday night. Huron Arena is what they affectionately call Oneida East at Sully Buttes High School. This is a place where Coach Seffner won four girls basketball, at least through the 2010s, won his girls basketball championships, made 4 state championship appearances here in Huron. I believe back in the 2000s, the coach won a tournament somewhere else, but I can't quite recall. But Huron Arena is a very special place to Sully Buttes folks. And Mark Seffner, a very special personality for all Sully Buttes fans. Godspeed, Coach. We're going to miss you. We're underway. The Comtech opening serve as the Governors return. Huron put it in play. Huron got a block up there, and Bryn Ghost will take a swing from the left side. And we'll miss that a little too far and out of bounds. And the Governors will get the first point with a side out in rally scoring. Here down below us, they'll hit from near court to far. Remy Price, the only one wearing a white jersey as the libero, will serve it away. Two-hand shove on the return by Ghost. Here's Lily Sanchez on the right side, getting this one through a block of Elin Schoenhardt and down, and the Governors will strike with the first 2 so far. Christofferson with a good set. So far, the Governors looking very much comfortable here on a bigger floor, the Huron Arena. Tigers with Remy Price and Olivia Rink starting in the back row in place of Isabel Elwine. She was trying to set up a pass over to Hampton Hines, but that one got away from her, and Price gets an ace here with a 3-0 start. Governors otherwise in road black on black with the green numbers hitting from near court to far. Tapper out from Schoenhardt. Governors will set it up to Reese Terwilliger in the middle. Couldn't get a lot on it. Now Ghost comes back with it. The block by Terwilliger. It stays on the Huron side. Ghost will take another crack at it. 1, 2, 3. Great job by Rinke, Kaiser, and then Price. Now the Tigers on the slide, and a double hit turned in by Avery Kaiser. This will be a kill for Elin Schoenhardt. Coming out on that right side, Governors playing a pretty good point, but just got a bad bounce on that the end of that play. Schoenhardt retreats and rotates to serve, and a 1-3 serving situation here for the Tigers. One-hander by Sanchez almost hit the floor. Huron's going to put one over. This will be out of bounds on a free ball, though. And a second miss on the floor as Bryn Huber, who was out on that play, comes back in. Huron with a one and done, and it's a 4-1 start for the Governors. Tigers come out in orange jerseys, black letters, white numbers, black sleeves also. Ghost comes on the run from her left side, hitting to our right, but she'll hook that one out of bounds, and now 3 misses by the Tigers. Here with 5 of the first 6, and Lily Sanchez will serve for a second time here. Straight up the middle, played up by Heaven Gainey. Now Ghost down the line, Tapper, good this time. The one thing that would be interesting to see for me, especially in comparison to the match 2 weeks ago when the Tigers came to Pierre, Bryn Ghost, when she is on, and I mean she's on fire, but when she is off, she does miss a little bit long, and she tends to miss quite a bit when that's happening. She did miss her first 2 hits, one of them on a full-on attack, but got to tap her down, and that might be something that helps her get into a more of a rhythm. Meanwhile, the Governors come back on a Huron serve. They get a bump set spike and a good finish for Reese Terwilliger. As the Governors take the serve back, here's Ghost on the right side. That one using the net. Terwilliger will come up on the run, and the block is back but out of bounds. Sanchez to Terwilliger. Reese with her second. And the Governors up their lead to 7-2. Good start for Pierre. Obviously a long way to go, and we're only in the first set. Avery Kaiser serves, but this one misses. That's a bit of a shank to the right and out of bounds to our right. So the first service error for the Govs, which was also a recurring theme when these two teams last met. Both teams with a lot of service errors. Huron gets a new server in off the bench, Emma Ross. Put a good angle across. The Governors can only free ball it back. There's a quick set. Pierre, no touch on that. That one stayed on the Huron side as Carson Kaufman with the miss, and it's another Pierce side out. Huron has 3 points on the board, all of them with side outs, but no service points yet. Terwilliger will serve for the first time. Gainey played it over, but she gets it right back. Not in system are the Tigers. Here come the Governors. Oh, but the Governors are in the net. So a hitting error here, the first for Pierre. And that's the first time the Governors have gone one and done in serve. Michaela Sherwood checks out. Terwilliger joins her. McKenna Schleckaway is up front. Campbell Boddicker back in there, as is Elise Christofferson. Boddicker takes her first swing of the night, but this one stays low, and now 2 errors in a row, giving Huron their first service point. It'll be Bryn Huber serving. She goes with the black on black, orange letter jersey. This one going too long as Price and company will let it fly. First service error for Huron. It's back to Pierre, who leads 9-5. Here's set number 1. This is Christofferson to serve. Going to middle back. Ross will play a nice pass up, but the swing by Elin Schoenhardt, who did not get on top of it, goes too long. And that's the 5th hitting error for the Tigers. That's half of the Governors' point output. In fact, tack on a serving error in there, and Pierre has only earned 4 of their 10 points so far in that regard. Here's a good block by Schleckaway. Back to the Tigers on the swing outside, Heaven Gainey. But a defensive point and an ace block for Lily Sanchez. And the Governors will score another. Josh Lean will make a substitution in the front line. It is Izzy Elwine checking out. And I believe 20, Emma Miller in for the first time. Here's Gainey up front, just a tapper, covered up by Christofferson. Little touch set, and the dig not there. Emma Ross tried to put it back up there, but the tapper good for McKenna Schleckaway. And a good start for the Pierre Governors, who are out to a 12-5 lead here, game number 1. Timeout on the floor, timeout in our broadcast, which are brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling and Pierre. Grab a quick Coke and be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
When you're thinking, Scott Darno with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
The timeout. The Governors ran off 4 straight to go to the break, but Huron counters here with a side out, 6 serving 12. Governors with that early lead so far. Game number 1. Sanchez with the play up. Here's a set to the back row, and Avery Kaiser with a good swing, but it is Elin Schonard right there to put it right back down on the Governors' side. Good play defensively for the freshman Elin Schonard. Now Kaiser with a misplay in the return of serve. She gets it back, however, from Sanchez and free balls it away. Tigers on the attack, and the Tigers will score. Kevin Gainey out on the left side, which is our right, as Huron returning and swinging and hitting from far court to near. Suddenly, out of that timeout, Huron with 3 solid points in a row. Play up the serve this time by Price. Governors come back with Sanchez, but she is dug out. Now Gainey down the left sideline, but it was Remy Price with the dig. One-handed power tap from Sanchez is a no-go. Gainey back to Price. Once again, another dig. Here comes Campbell Boddicker. Good this time. Got that one from Sanchez, I believe it was, and Boddicker with her first swinging kill of the night. Here will stop a 3-point run by Huron, and they lead 13-8 as Lainey Rinke will check in for Boddicker, who rotates to the back. Rinke wants to go deep, but this one just a little bit long. That one sailed a little bit. The Governors lose the serve immediately. And our first full rotation sends Heaven Gainey back to serve for the Tigers. Coming this way, and she will return the favor. Lainey Rinke, either good court awareness there or a little bit of luck, as that one didn't miss by much, but Gainey with the second service error for Huron to match the number for Pierce so far. 14 serving 9. Evan Gainey will check out of the back row, and Cadence Cheddar, a 5'5 senior, on for the first time. Remy Price went in that direction, but played up by Olivia Rink. Bryn Gose is back up front left for the Huron, but she is blocked and dug. Kaiser tapped one away. Gose with a big swing. Rinke digs, but it's back over to the Tigers to get another opportunity. Slide on the tap here for Schonard, but she missed it. I don't believe that one got over the net. Governors could have been there defensively anyway, but that'll be a point to Pierre on hitting error number 6 for the Huron Tigers. Down below, it's Remy Price to serve it away. Near court to far. Played up by Rink, a little backhander, but Kaiser, who was there for a block, didn't get the hand pulled back. She'll bring the net down, and that'll be an easy call for Eric Gerlach and a point to the Tigers. Pierre still maintaining a 5-point lead, 10 serving 15. Schonard serving for the Tigers. Rinke gets it up to Christofferson. Swatted out by Terwilliger. Here comes Ghost on the return, and the Governor block was there, but the backup was not. And Bryn Ghost will score her second kill. This one, her first on a full swing. Governors seem to be in command with a 12-5 lead earlier, but right now Huron starting to get some things going, although Elin Schoenhardt misses this serve into the net, and it'll stay. She'll check out. Bryn Huber, the libero, back in. Christopherson out. And Michaela Sherwood back on for the Governors up front. 16-11, Pierre. Bump set spike and a swing here for Carson Kaufman, but that will miss for Huron. Governor defense causing maybe some problems up front, but Huron has missed on a number of occasions. Occasions would be the operative word. There's a good knuckling serve for Lily Sanchez, and that one had some different action to get away from Cadence Cheddar. And Sanchez with the second Governor ace of the night, 18-11 now. Lily will bring it again, and that one does the same thing, just a little curving hook action. It went completely away from Cadence Cheddar. We could see it from the angle that we have here. And Josh Lean is going to have to send Heaven Gainey back in, as Cheddar will come out after struggling with those two serve returns. We'll see if Gainey has any better luck. Sanchez sails one down the right side. Played up by Olivia Rink. Good shot there for Bryn Ghost. Out of the reach of Remington Price. Pierre built up an 8-point lead. Now back to 7 at 12 serving 19. In from the far end, it'll be Hampton Hines to serve. She uses the right sideline, right side of the service line, and this one goes a little bit long. Saw the Governors let that one go, and I was thinking that might be a mistake, but it was just a little bit long. According to the line judge, now 20 serving 12 Governors. Serve played up here. There's Terwilliger with a block. The Tigers get it back to Ghost. Miss hits it down the right sideline, but it's just down in front of Avery Kaiser. And Bryn Ghost gets it to go after all. Fourth kill for Ghost. She'll check out now in rotation as Emma Ross is back in to serve. Governors at that 20-point magic number. Ross goes straight up the middle. Kaiser with a good play right up to the setter, Sanchez. Sherwood swings but is defended. Now a swing for the Tigers off the net from Heaven Gainey. Here is Terwilliger back to Huber. Easy pass up. Hines out to Gainey again, and this one is through the block and down. From this angle up here, couldn't tell if that one reached or made it across the net or not, but it is a Tiger point, and Gainey with the kill, her second. 14 serving 20. Kaiser will play another one up to Sanchez on the move. Boddicker, boy, hot shot on that one, but a good dig out by the Huron back line. Emma Ross with the credit on that one. Here's Kaiser from the back row. Huber keeps it off the floor. Now a swing for Emma Miller. That won't go. Price is there. It is Boddicker, right side. Make it Terwilliger. Good. Reese Terwilliger back off the net, able to make a play here. And Pierre with a side out back. They've done a good job in holding Huron in serve to 3 points or less for this entire first set. They lead by 7 now, 21-14. Gainey, Tapper, tapped right back by Sherwood. Now Gainey with a full swing, blocked again by Sherwood. Now pushed away by Hampton Hines. Pierre will try. Boddicker left side. That one through Huber, and good. Huron tried 2, maybe 3 times to get in system. Nothing doing. The Governors get one opportunity, and they make good. Boddicker's second kill. Pierre up by 8, 22-14. Solid first set so far for the Governors as Terwilliger serves. Ross will play it up. Hines runs it down, gets it out to Gainey. Boddicker reaches from the front row, gets a one-handed dig. Kaiser is there, and then Sanchez to free ball it out. Here's Kaufman for the Tigers. One hand up, free ball, loose ball, and Pierre will get it away. Good reflex action there. There's Kaufman on that line drive serve, but the Governors defend it well again. Hines behind her this time. That's Elwine. Can't get anything on it. Now pushed away by Pierre. Hines tries the second touch. Pancake good for Kaiser as we play on. Free ball or a bump out, and Terwilliger is on the line. Good. Or that's Sherwood with the kill. Josh Lean was saying the line judge on his side thought that pancake by Kaiser had hit the floor, but the officials will confer. I think that's a tough angle to make a call like that. It might have been more of an assumption than anything, but the official discussion will stay with Pierre. They'll have the serve. Michaela Sherwood with the kill that time. 23-14. Governors get a touch at the net. On a block from Schleckaway. Now a big rundown, but a big free ball from Hines is long, and Pierre now on the 8th hitting error by the Tigers, set up with a set point. 4 in a row on this service run. Terwilliger ready to go again. 24, serving 14. They send it back to Emma Ross. Hines will run it down at a bump pass. Just a free ball return by Gainey. Now back set, Sherwood. Governor Bench wanted to blow up on that one, but Bryn Huber with a good dig. Kaiser returns with a dig herself, and in the middle it is McKenna Schleckaway for the finish. A Game 1 domination by the Pierre Governors as they defeat the Tigers on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard 25-14. And Pierre with set number 1 under their belts. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Pierre Governor Volleyball is brought to you in your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7, in part by your Pierre Sports Marketing partners, who include the Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce.
Olson Plumbing.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities. Graham Tire.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
No need to be afraid of all those upcoming holiday expenses. Oahe Federal Credit Union's holiday loan special is back. Borrow up to $1,500 for 12 months at 7% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where we treat you like you own the place, because you do.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt. And there are epic moments.
Slide, slide, slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Huron Arena, going back 2 weeks at Riggs High Gym, Huron defeated Pierre quite convincingly, but not a complete blowout, but it seemed like Huron had those first 2 sets in hand. The Governors made some adjustments in games 3 and 4 and were able to defeat Huron in those 2 sets with a score like the one we just saw here in the first set tonight, 25-14. Of course, that 5th set that night was 18-16, and that was anybody's game, and it even seesawed back and forth. Governors had to fight off a couple of match points, but really, you go back to games 3 and 4 2 weeks ago, and that's the Governor team that we saw here in game 1 tonight. We'll see if they can keep that momentum going. We'll see if it's Huron who can make some adjustments. That's exactly what much of the conversation that we had with Joshua Lean before this game was all about, was making inter-match adjustments. Governors with a contact first serve, and they will block Huron on the return of the Remy Price serve. Up front, Avery Kaiser was involved. Reese Terwilliger may have been there as well. We'll give Kaiser an ace block for the Governors' starting point of set number 2. Comtech sponsoring first serves in each of our sets. To the knees goes Price to deny Heaven Gainey, and on the outside it's Kaiser once again. Here with the good look, and believe it or not, that is the first kill of the night for Avery Kaiser. Pierre went an entire first set without Kaiser getting into the scoring column. Now she's got a block and a kill. Oh, and a lift will be called here on Rinke as she tries to dig. Little set dig, but middle hit will go. See who they give that to. That is Elin Schoenhardt with her second, and Huron scores their first of the second set. One serving two. Two-hand shove from the back row, and the return of serve by Lainey Rinke. Here comes Bryn Ghost with hang time. Set dig, good by Kaiser. She got it back, but then will miss one long. And the Huron rally will continue. Just 2 so far, but Heaven Gainey will get a third serve herself. Gainey from our right, her left. This one does not clear the net. That'll be her second miscue in serve. Huron had 4 of those overall in the first set. The Governors with an 8-8 kill margin, actually an even stat in that first set, but Pierre had a 3-0 ace advantage. Now they get another ace here from Lily Sanchez, which is her third on the night. Both teams had an ace block, and the biggest difference in that first set was the hitting errors. Huron with 8 hitting errors, 4 service errors, compared to the Governors, who only had 3 and 2, respectively. Ghost will swing and get one through the block. Kill number 5 for Bryn Ghost. And back to serve goes to the Tigers from the far side of the court. Far court to near, Elin Schoenhardt. Talented freshman serving it back to the Govs. Rinke up to Sanchez with a swing by Terwilliger, blocked back to Pierre. Now on the move is Kaiser from the right side. Great run down here by Heaven Gainey. The Tigers will free ball it back. Up front, Kaiser mistimed the jump. That sat a little too tall from Lily Sanchez, as they'll try to get that corrected, and Huron will tie up the Govs once again, 4-4. Second set, Pierre wins the first one, 25-14. Schoenhardt will serve it again, and miscommunication between Price and Rinke gives Huron their first lead at any time tonight. That's the first ace of the night, too, for the Tigers. 5-4, we're in the second. Schoenhardt will miss this one wide to the right. Last second duck away by Lainey Rinke. Does a good job there. So Schoenhardt follows the ace with a miss. Found out Schoenhardt, unfortunately, the freshman, but guess they're moving to Madison later on in this season with plans there. So Tigers are going to miss Elin Schoenhardt. Huron comes back, and they get another kill for Bryn Ghost. That'll be 6 on the night for Bryn, the 5'9" senior. And again, to me, as Ghost goes, so go the Tigers. There's a good redirect. Sherwood from Sanchez will get the one-hander down, and the Governors match up again, 6-6. In the second set, get you some scores along the way. As we go along here, 6-6. Huron with the return. The Governors have to free ball it back. Now a second touch over Hampton Hines. Back set is what it looked like, but she got it over the net and down on the left front of the Governor line. Hampton Hines with her second sneaky kill. Seven, 6, Tigers back in front by 1 as we seesaw and trade off side outs. Michaela Sherwood is out for the Governors. Elise Christopherson back in, and another serve that just misses long. Boy, Huron has missed 3, maybe 4 down in this end line in front of us, just barely. I believe that was Emma Ross missing that one, if she's in that spot right now. But now the give back here for Elise Christopherson as she will miss in the net. Now 8 serving 7. Huber will serve for the Tigers. And she'll come up the right sideline. Our left, played low by Sanchez. Here's Kaiser from the back row. Dug out by Hampton Hines. Gainey with the return. Flat-footed effort. Now back up to the net off of the dig. And this is put away by Isabel Elwine. Elwine waited for it. Pierre just a misplay and what probably should have been a fairly easy dig. Huron with their first 2-point lead now. 9 serving 7. Kaiser plays it up here. Sanchez will get this one through the block and down. Lily with 3 aces, now with 2 kills or was this one blocked? No, they put the score, it says 10-7. I believe it should be 8-9 if that's a Governor point. As Lainey Rinke serves. Have to watch that scoreboard. Sometimes scoring folks get a little confused. Now they've corrected it, and meanwhile the Governors with a great hustle play by Emma Ross. Free ball back. The Governors keep swinging though. Kaiser dug out. Here's Huber pushing it back. Now Sanchez gets it back from Christopherson, and Pierre finally able to close the deal on that point. And back to an even deadlock at 9-9. Governors very aggressive on that point. Give credit to Huron for all the hustle, but Pierre ended up with it. Gainey is dug out. Here's a miss by Kaiser on the left side up front. Had to try to redirect the angle, but missed it low and into the net. And Huron will get it back. Huron took the lead at 5-4 in this second set. Hasn't relinquished it yet, although it's been tight the whole way. 10 serving 9. Here come the Tigers. Olivia Rink serves it away. Kaiser with the return swat. Emma Ross is right there. Second touch is over, but Sanchez was waiting. Now she'll get it back from Christopherson. Huber with a set dig up. Gainey swings. Governors defend. Price up to Christopherson. Kaiser blocked right back, and Rinke unable to cover it up. Is that Hines? Is that Schoenhard? Maybe Elin Schoenhard with a kill, an ace block. There we go. We'll get it right. It's 11-10. Make it 11-9. We couldn't even get the score right. 11-9. The Tigers lead the Governors. A Coca-Cola timeout sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling and Pierre. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Governor Volleyball.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Well, so far here in the second set, the Tigers are playing a little more spirited. Governors won the first set quite easily, 25-14. Now back here in game number 2, the Tigers lead 11-9. They'll continue in serve out of the timeout. Now the student bodies are starting to get a little more fired up. Governors will get it to... Who had that in the middle? Was it Kaiser or was that Elise Christopherson? No, it was Lily Sanchez. Actually have a 5th kill for Sanchez on the board. I've got her for 3 for what it's worth. May have missed one in that first set though. Here's Kaiser coming back. Here down by 1. The dig comes back over, and there is Sanchez right there. Lily with another. And the Governors starting to maybe out of their own timeout feel that feeling again. Right, Remy Price serving away. Here will deny on the swing. Big shot there for Kaiser, but another dig in the back row. Now a miss for Heaven Gainey. Heaven misses that one low, and she just kind of walks away from her attack point and really was quite frustrated, it seems. Huron has had their misses, although that's just their first hitting error. Here in this second set, Pierre has the lead back now at 12-9. Schoenhardt on the move, had to redirect the slide attack. And now another big one for Kaiser. And Elise Christofferson happy about that one. Now Josh Lean. After Pierre took a timeout, the Governors come back with 4 hot shot points in a row. And they lead 13-11 here in the second set. It's a Huron timeout this time, sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling. In Pierre, we're back after this 30-second timeout. This is Governor Volleyball.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online. Now's your
Service Master of Pierre is your
Governors back in front, second set, 13-11. Welcome back to the Huron Arena, or as we like to call it, Oneida East, for those in Sully Butte circles, talking about head coach Mark Seffner and his passing on Saturday. And just something that, I tell you what, every time I walk into this building, always going to remember. Good times following Sully Butte's girls basketball. They played state volleyball tournaments in here, but it was certainly on the basketball front where Coach Mark Seffner made a big name, and going to miss that guy, no doubt about it. Here the Governors coming back out of that timeout. And Lily Sanchez with the good stab at it. Lily's really having a good match tonight so far. 6 kills, 3 aces, got a solo block up in there too, 14-11 now. The Governors tack on 5 straight after they took a timeout a short time ago. Remy Price continues in serve, near court to far. Here's a good look up front, and Schoenhardt finds the back right hole. Governor back line vacated on their left side, and Elin Schoenhardt with her 3rd kill of the evening. 14-12, Governors again had 5 in a row on that service run. Here's Deshae Claggett in for the first time. Good serve. She'll get the return from Pierre back on a 2-hand push. Now Bryn Ghost through a block. Kaiser gets it up to the net. Run down. Kaiser with almost a miss hit. That one was going to sail long, but Bryn Huber tried to dig it. And a big break there for the Governors, as Avery Kaiser will get her 3rd kill of this set and of the match. And again, she went an entire first set without getting a single kill, which is very rare. Here's an ace for Lily Sanchez once again, as Huron unable to get a play on that one. They won't give her an ace on the board, but the Tigers never did make a play, and now they need to take a second and final timeout here in game number 2. 16-12, Governors, as they try to go up 2-0 here in the Huron Arena. We're back in 30 seconds in this Coca-Cola timeout. You're listening to Governor Volleyball.
go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup? Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Huron Governor Volleyball brought to you in part by your Pierre Sports Marketing sponsors, who include Bank West, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, The Dairy Queen, Capital City Motors, Avera Orthopedics, Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, Rinky Gray Wealth Management, Overhead Door, Kruger Contracting, and our friends and partners at Live Ticket, doing video production as well as we give you this one through drgnews.com. Governors still coming after it as Kaiser misses one left side, and it'll be a Huron point. Avery thought that one might have been touched by the Tigers. I don't quite think it was, but still a very aggressive miss by the Governors here. We have overtaken the Tigers and still lead by 3 here in game number 2. Lily Sanchez about decapitated Elin Schonard, but she gets a shoulder dig. Meanwhile, the Governors play on. This is Claggett who cannot dig, and this is Sherwood in the middle for the kill. My goodness, Lily Sanchez just smashed one right at Elin Schonard, and somehow she was able to make a play. Sherwood has her 3rd kill for the Governors. Actually, I've got her with 2. 17-13 our score. That is on the line, and a right side serving ace for Avery Kaiser as it just seems to get better and better for the Governors. 18-13. Aves will serve again from down below. Rink plays it up to Hampton Hines. There's a hot shot. Bryn goes. Price digs it right back and goes with the 2-hand redirect right past Michaela Sherwood and down. Bryn Gose with her 7th kill. She leads the Tigers. Lily Sanchez officially on the board has 7 kills as well. It's 18-14. We'll take a little trip here with the Governors and the Tigers. Here, not a pretty return, but Campbell Boddicker had a good swing out of it. Boddicker first touch here. Sanchez, quick set, and Sherwood missed timing that one. I think Lily put it a little too high up in the air. A miss for the Govs, their 5th hitting error here in set 2. Huron back within 3, 15, serving 18 as Hines returned by Kaiser back to the net. Governors got bailed out as Huron only tapped it back. Now Ghost will swing and score. And Huron, these last 3 points starting to seem like a bit of a different team. I think Tiffany Stoser sensing that, and she'll take her 2nd and final timeout here in game number 2 as well. Another timeout that's sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling. Get your favorite Coke product. Be back in another 30 seconds. The Govs lead by 2 with 7 to go. Game 2 in Huron on River 92.7.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. When you're in the need,
stay in a...
Well, a nip and tuck here, 2nd set. Governors look like they had some momentum. Huron fighting to get some of it back. Welcome back to the Huron Arena. More Governor Volleyball sponsors in our broadcast include Owyhee Federal Credit Union, the Lariat Lanes, TMA, Ferding Electric, Wagner Auto, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Gators Pizza, Pasta, and Subs, Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, Edgewood Healthcare, and Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Thanks to all of our Pierre Sports Marketing sponsors and Governor sponsors as well. Brian Oakland here out of the timeout. 3 straight for the Huron Tigers, back within 2 at 16 serving 18 as Hampton Hines will bring it this way. Kaiser plays it up to Sanchez into a tap out by Sherwood. Now Bryn Ghost with another good swing. The Governors defend, however. Here's Terwilliger from the 10-foot line. Had to wait for it. Got it away. Huber bump here for the Tigers, who now are back within 1. 4 straight points scored by Huron. I think that's the first time they've had that many tonight. Here is a bump set spike, though. Kaiser, Sanchez outside right, and a good angle down for Reese Terwilliger. Miss in serve. That one stays in the net. And it's back to the Governors. Huron with 4 error serves in the first, 4 more here in the second. Elise Christofferson serves. This one goes deep. Gainey with a reach, gets it way up into the air. She'll get it back and able to attack from the back row, but Kaiser digs it out. Now Sanchez is blocked. On the other side, Huron with another good block. Carson Kaufman working it well. Christofferson gets the second touch over. Huron first touch goes back to the net. Hampton Hines tries to keep it out of there, but doesn't get it to anybody. Call that a hitting error, I guess, for Huron, but the Governors with a big point there in serve. And Christofferson will get another one. 21 serving 18. The Governors with 4 to go to a 2-set lead. Gainey had to back off, and now she gets a good swing here. I was wondering if Gainey was actually a front-line player there. She backed off to return the serve, was well into the back row, and that is how they play it, but watched her front foot, and it was across the front line. Heaven Gainey has been fairly quiet tonight. Tigers need her to get going. Here's a one-hand tap. Sanchez, and as the Tigers cross the center line underneath the net, the Governors will get a side out point. 22-19 our score. Server is Lainey Rinke. Pierre by 3. Gainey down the line. Price is right there waiting. Sanchez, tapper, good from Christofferson. We've got a 23-19, Heather Williams, here in the Huron Arena. Oh my goodness. 23-19, Governors lead. Rinke served it away. Huron couldn't get in system. There's Sanchez with another put away up front for the Governors. And where Huron was right there with Pierre this entire second set, even held a lead for much of it. Now the Governors have 5 set points with which to work, and they'll just get an ace from Lainey Rinke to finish it off. Final score in game number 2. It's 25-19. The Governors defeat the Huron Tigers, and now they lead 2-0. That's the scoreboard on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard from Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Pierre Governor Volleyball, once again sponsored by Pierce.
Beautiful Black Hills Vacation Home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Dosey's Signs in Chamberlain isn't your run-of-the-mill sign shop. Todd and Doug take the time to listen to your needs and come up with an innovative and effective design to fit your budget and take your advertising to the next level. Dosey specializes in any size or event sporting banners, storefronts and awnings, and letters or numbers for windows, vehicle boats, and enclosed trailers. Need something more flashy? We can do a vehicle wrap, illuminated signs, billboards, and LED lighting. If you can dream it, we can design and build it. Dosey's is a proud sponsor of local sports and communities activities.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the Central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Hi, Jim. The Governors turned things around and won the last 3. It's quite plain and obvious that that is exactly what the Governors don't want to see happen here as they are on the road this time at the Huron Arena. Huron certainly capable. They came to life a little bit more in that second game. The Governors were able to fight that off. Huron actually outkills Pierre 11-9 in that second game, but the Governors with 4 more aces to just 1 for the Tigers. Huron with 4 more service errors to only 1 for the Governors. Huron is in the net on the first point of the second set. As the Governors swing from the middles, Pierre will start third set with a side out point. First serve came from Heaven Gainey. It's sponsored by Comtech in Pierre. Remington Price, the server for the Governors. Huron will set it up. Outside Bryn Ghost, but a dig right back to Laney Rinke, and Pierre will swing and score. Lily Sanchez through the Ghost block this time, and Sanchez really with a hot hand tonight. Christofferson with another set assist. Lily with 9 kills officially on the scoreboard. And again, I've still got her with 8, but 9 sounds better. Here's Ghost after a high bump pass back to her from Hampton Hines. She bides her time and swings, but still misses it long. And the Tigers, who need this third set, off to a somewhat inauspicious start. It'll be Price to serve again for the third time. A 3-0 Pierre lead. There's a swing for Schoenhardt in the middle. Governors defend well. Kaiser comes back, and a double hit on that set pass. A hitting error for the Governors, somewhat unforced. Pierre scored the first 3. And substitution on the Tigers side. Bryn Huber is out, but also coming in to serve is Cadence Cheddar, left-handed server. Her first serve of the night, but it'll miss. She hooks that one, misses it out of bounds to our left. She came in to serve for Schoenhardt. Schoenhardt back in, and Bryn Huber will take her place instead in the back row at libero. 4-1 Governors. Lily Sanchez sends it away. Gainey ranges over to the middle back. Price down low for a dig at the tap. Kaiser swings, but Bryn Huber digs that one out. Now Ghost back to Rinke. Up front it goes through the block and straight down. It is Reese Terwilliger. Reese been somewhat quiet tonight. She's got her 5th kill though. Sanchez a running jump serve and a 5-1 Governor lead. Ghost will send it back. There's a block for Sherwood. Terwilliger there too, but Huron able to keep it alive. Ghost swings it away. Now Kaiser off the net, will not get it across. No touch by Huron there. And a miss for the Governors. It'll be 5-2. Govs by 3. Avery Kaiser, a quiet night. 3 kills in that second set, and believe it or not, that's all she's got this entire match. Sanchez will push one outside. Terwilliger is good. Bump set spike. The Governors on that one even able to make plays without getting the pass exactly where they really wanted. The return of that serve was not necessarily straight up to the net. Sanchez had to come to the back row, but it was just such a great redirect on the set assist that she gets back to Terwilliger. And Reese was able to put it away. Now Elwine swinging from the front left for Huron, but missing wide on the cross-court effort. The Governors will score again. 7 serving 2. Down below is Kaiser to serve it away. Gainey pushes it up into the air. Hines outside. Elwine can only two-hand it away. And now a back row attack, and that's good for Kaiser. Governors will find other ways to get Kaiser involved. Pierre off to a great start, trying for a 3-game sweep here in the Huron Arena. They lead the third set 8-2. They'll serve when we come back after this 30-second timeout, sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. This is Governor Volleyball.
Tackle.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
When you expect Oakland along with Caleb Brozick, Heather Williams, the Governors really playing well. Sometimes you talk about it. We talked with Coach Tiffany Stoser about that 3-game sweep of the Yankton Gazelles. Yankton's a struggling team. Pierre played well most of that night. Got a little complacent at times, and sometimes you just you're able to play up to the level of your opponent. Right now, I think that's what the Governors are able to do, although coming out of the timeout, Huron gets the good return, and Bryn Ghost will swing and score. 6-point lead cut back to 5, and Bryn Ghost will serve for the first time tonight. On the run, good line drive, but Kaiser will play it up to Sanchez. One-hander redirected by Michaela Sherwood, good for the kill. Quick service run there for the Tigers, and Pierre will lead by 6 again. 9, serving 3. Ghost checks out. Emma Ross will cover her spots in the back row. Ross will play up the Reese Terwilliger serve this time. Here's Heaven Gainey now up front left, and Pierre was not able to get a good play on that dig. Just a little tentative on the dig by Terwilliger, and hits number 2 and 3. Pierre unable to make a play on. Now 4 serving 9. It'll be Huber's turn to serve. Straight to the middle back. Kaiser up to Christofferson. On the move was Schleckaway. And Huron with a player down. Free ball bumped over, and it is Emma Ross, I believe, who might have hit her mouth on the floor. Not sure quite how that happened. And Coach Josh Lean picking something up. Boy, I hope she didn't lose a tooth or something. Now she shouted something up into the stands, and it almost seemed like a more of a lighthearted moment. I hope that's the case, but still, Emma Ross holding her hand over her mouth. And the training staff here for Huron is going to have to put a glove on, so we're going to have a bit of an injury time out here. And again, speculation, but it seemed like Emma Ross may have hit the floor with her mouth. And again, I hope she didn't lose a tooth, but it might be the case. Coming off the bench to take her place will be DeJay Claggett. Boy, toughness there for Emma Ross. And she is getting looked at in the mouth, and again, may have lost a tooth. As it was a free ball that was missed wide and out of bounds by the Tigers. So the point on a side out goes back to Pierre as we get set to go again. Eric Gerlach at the scorer's table will have to set the Huron rotation, I imagine. Claggett back in there, middle back. Christofferson will serve for the Governors. 6-point lead. Governors have Aberdeen at home on Saturday afternoon, by the way. That'll be our next volleyball broadcast for Pierre. And I think that's an early afternoon start. I'm trying to recall, but it should be a 1:30 varsity start time. Let me check that for sure as the Governors serve it away. 1:30 varsity first serve. We're on the air at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Huron return. Pierre gets a second touch return back. Elwine swung a little bit. Pierre defends, now shoved out by Sanchez as we're back at it. Here is Elin Schoenhardt from the middle off of the Schleckaway block. Schoenhardt scores her 4th of the night, side out to Huron. Now 5 serving 10 as Olivia Rink will rotate in serve. Play the back row in place of Isabel Elwine. Kaiser will play this serve up to Christofferson. Now down the left sideline. And the Governors were celebrating. But that ball did miss just wide. And maybe just long as well. I wasn't so sure if Huron didn't get a little fingertip touch on that one, but it'll go as a hitting error for the Governors. 6 serving 10. Govs will try to retool. Christofferson to Schleckaway in the middle. It's a tap. Now Gainey misses this one off the net. Heaven Gainey continuing to have a rough night for the Tigers. 5th hitting error for Huron. Heaven Gainey, who was very, very good in the match 2 weeks ago in Pierre, held to just 3 kills so far here tonight. Lainey Rinke's turn in serve. Huber goes to the knees to play it up. Gainey gets this one across with the Governor block. And back row defense are there. Here's Sanchez, but she will miss to the right. Might have hit that one slightly. And the Governors still lead by 4, 7 serving 11. Gainey's turn to serve this time. Claggett rotating up. She'll check out. And Bryn Gose, Huron's best hitter so far with 11 kills, back in up front. Price plays this serve up, and the tapper good for Avery Kaiser through the Hampton Hines block and down out of bounds. Kaiser with her 5th. And the Governors come right back and take that serve once again. 12 serving 7. Here close to the halfway point here in the 3rd as they play for a sweep. Ghost blocked by Terwilliger. Bump by Huron is back over to the Governors who get a chance to get in system, but just a tapper. Out from Terwilliger. Ghost will take a full swing, but Remy Price, good court awareness, ducks away from it, and this one falls out of bounds long. 13-7, Govs lead. Price from the middle of the service line. Goes right back to Rink. Now spinning, keep alive, and the Governors touch that one over the net. A little overzealous. Maybe that's what caused that strange spin. As Pierre commits the error here. It's their 6th of this 3rd set. Pierre has 6 errors in this set. Huron has 8 total points in the 3rd game. So Governors certainly helping the Huron cause. It's a good one-handed dig attempt, but that'll be a swinging kill for Lily Sanchez. No second touch out of the net for the Tigers. And again, Pierre will have the lead as they look to build on that. 14 serving 8 as Christofferson is out. Sherwood back up front. 2 weeks ago, Michaela Sherwood came to life as a middle blocking authority for the Governors. That was a big reason why the Governors came from behind and won that match. Here's Ghost down the line as the Governors guess wrong. Remy Price ranged away from that right sideline, and Ghost able to reap the benefits. Huron has it back. 9 serving 14. Hampton Hines served it away. Price up to Sanchez, out to Terwilliger. Good. Just like that. As the Governors continue to minimize the Huron service runs. Trying to think, I still think Huron may have had 1 4-point service rally, but they've been really held in check. Here's a Kaiser serve, and Ghost and Gainey in the same place at the wrong time. Ghost misplays. That's an ace for Avery Kaiser, her 2nd of the night. Pierre with 8 in that column overall. 16 serving 9. Huber heads this one off. Ghost with a set pass to the middle, and it's actually Hampton Hines with the 3rd touch. Here's Sherwood to Hines through her and out of the reach of Bryn Ghost. And the Governors seem to be getting better and better. Michaela Sherwood with kill number 4. 17 serving 9. Governors with an 8-point lead. They've got 8 to go to a 3-set sweep. Who knew? Price will set this one up. Just a power tap away from Kaiser from the back row. Here's Elwine, punches it across. Sanchez to Price, again to Kaiser. From the back row is good. Avery Kaiser, 3 in the second, 3 in the third, 6 on the night, 18-9. The Governors doubling up the Huron Tigers. And Josh Lean looks like all he can do is sit and watch. Here's a follow through on the return of serve. Terwilliger trying to hammer it home. Unforced error as she follows through and grabs the net in the process. So right there, the only thing stopping the Governors was themselves. 10 serving, 18 goes, serves. Kaiser returns. Sanchez back set, and a miss here for Terwilliger, her second in a row. And Huron will take that. Back within 7 here, 11 a time. They've still got time, but they definitely need a good service run right here. Goes, stays with Kaiser, up the middle back. Sanchez sets out Campbell Boddicker this time, good. Haven't heard from Seabod for a while, but Campbell with her third kill. Here gets the serve right on back, 19 serving 11. As Terwilliger will look to send it away. Ghost will check out of the back line to Jay Claggett back in. And she'll take the Terwilliger serve here. Up to Hines, who leaves it with Carson Kaufman. Here with a touch, it rested on the net. Back to Huron now. Now Heaven Gainey again cannot get this one over the net. Heaven Gainey, a 5'7" senior, outstanding athlete, but all things considered, this has not been her night. 20, serving 11. Twiggy with a peanut butter cup, just in time for Halloween. As Reese will get that ace, that one went right across the net and then died. The bottom dropped out just like a perfect change-up. 21-11. Governors. Gainey will try again. Kaiser punches this one, but too high on the scorer's table side for Sherwood. That'll be a kill for Gainey. Huron trying to stay alive here as they built a 10-point lead, did the Govs. Now back to 9, 12, serving 21. Here, this one. Governors communicate and they say let it go as Bryn Hubert gets this one down. Shy of the back end line. Ace for the Tigers, just their second of the night. 13 serving 21. Pierre on the return this time as Claggett will dig here in the Huron Arena. You can hit him up a long way high. This one wide of the antenna. Back set by Christofferson. Sends Schleck away too wide. And the Governors' error total continues to climb here in set 3. 14 serving 11. Huber, Sanchez, as Christofferson runs it down and sends it across. Now Elwine takes a swing off the net, and that'll be a two-hand touch, but not simultaneous for the Governors. Another error, and a good time for a timeout here as the Governors try to finish what could be a 3-game sweep. They still lead by 6, 4 to go. It's 21-15. We're in the third. Coca-Cola timeout. We're back at 30 seconds. This is Governor Volleyball.
More, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
At Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right.
Online today at firstdakotaNationalBank.com. Member FDIC.
Back in the arena in Huron. Big spot for the Governors as the Tigers, for, by my recollection, just the second time tonight, have scored 4 in a row on a service run. We'll see if Pierre can end that coming out of the timeout as we welcome you back, and they will. Good block up front. Sanchez with a net touch on the attack, but Izzy Elwine is there to send it back. And Huron trying to keep the momentum on their side. They've scored 5 in a row. A 10-point lead for the Governors has been cut in half on this Bryn Huber's service run. Kaiser will try from the back row. And that'll work. Hines was there. Hubert tried to cut her off too, but Avery Kaiser with the play. 4th kill in the set, 7th on the night. Pierre now 22-16. T-minus 3 and counting, but an ace from Elise Christofferson that looked like it was certainly going to sail long. Even from up here, I thought that one was going to be long. Huron ducks underneath it. It's on the back end line. Now 2 to go for the Governors, 23-16. Christofferson has this one, played up by Huber. It's Elwine out right side. Price will dig it up into the air, then Kaiser will bump it, and so will Sanchez. Back to the Tigers it goes. Chance to get in system. Here's Gainey, blocked right there. Covered up in the back row by Christofferson. Now Boddicker swings on the cross-court set. Nothing doing. Gainey to Boddicker. Dug up into the air. Now back row. Kaiser again. Huber straight there with a dig. Gainey will try again. Blocked by the Governors. It's good as Schleckaway and Sanchez may have both gotten a hand on that one. There's that Governor block. It's actually been somewhat quiet tonight. 3rd ace block, 1 in each set. This one puts the Governors at match point. And Christofferson with the lob serve doesn't reach it across. And Huron will get to live to fight another point. Only the 4th service error all night long for Pierre. 24-17. It'll be Olivia Rink to serve. Played up by Kaiser. Christofferson behind her to Boddicker. Back corner, too much. Just slightly missed by Campbell Boddicker. Huron take all the help they can get. In fact, they've got a lot of it. 11 errors on the floor for the Governors in this 3rd set. Out of the 18, Huron points. Christofferson will set up another one this time. Blocked back to Schleckaway. Now another chance for Sanchez. Hubert digs it up into the air. Gainey comes back, and Huron will score. Evan Gainey seems to be getting in stride all of a sudden. Could be too little too late, but match point number 3 coming here. 19 serving 24. Governors get it played up. Sanchez, 2-hand shove. Through Evan Gainey, now a 2-hand touch. That's an error for Huron, and the Governors come into Huron and they sweep the Tigers by the 3-game score of 25-14, 25-19, and again 25-19. 5 sets 2 weeks ago. The Governors won the last 3 of those, and they come back and they win 3 more right in a row, defeating the Huron Tigers in 3 straight. There's your score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, sponsored by Gales Gas in Pierre. Use them for their budget plan and keep full service. Stay warm all season long with Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Plenty to talk about in our postgame coming up. Postgame sponsored by Family Dental with offices in Pierre and in Gettysburg. We've got a conversation with the winning head coach, Tiffany Stoster. We'll have big plays of the game, your player of the game all to announce, and a full recap coming up as well. Our Family Dental postgame begins in 3 minutes. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball and your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7, live streaming with the help of Live Ticket at drgnews.com.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
As a new season is upon us, the Service and Parts Department at Beck Motor Company want to remind you to get your vehicle serviced early to avoid any breakdowns and service-related frustrations. Get up to $100 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 tires, along with 4 oil changes, a $200 value. Take $15 off a light detail, $645 for a spray-in bed liner to protect your investment. See all our specials at beck-motors.com. Call us to schedule at 605-224-5912. Beck Motor Company, Pierre.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility, considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial. There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino, from the App Store or Google Play. It only takes a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
Boy, what a night for the Pierre Governors coming on the road. And, we talk about, with both head coaches, really expecting, again, another kind of a mirror image match like we had 2 weeks ago in Pierre when Huron won the first two, Governors counter and win the last three. Really remembering the domination that Pierre had in the third and the fourth sets on that particular night. Pierre had that same kind of feel in their first two sets this evening, and you really kind of expected Huron to counter. And I think the Governors, the last thing they wanted to see was Huron winning this third set, knowing that going to four kind of put you behind the eight ball a little bit in trying to, and then you have to try to prevent history repeating itself. And the Govs were able to do that tonight. They got off to a good start in that third set, and even though they made some mistakes and had their biggest error number in any of our three sets in that third game, still Pierre was able to go on and win this one in three straight very impressively, 25-14, 25-19, and again 25-19. That first set rather, after it began, Pierre scored the first 3 points of the set and really were never challenged. It got within three at 8-5. After that, never got closer than four at 15-11. Governors were able to minimize the service runs for the Tigers seemingly all night long, and they won that first one, scoring the last 5 points in serve of their own, 25-14. Huron did get their first lead at 5-4 of the second set after a 3-point run. We went back and forth, tied at 5, tied at 6 and 7, then tied at 9. And the Governors were down 9-11 at one point. They run off 5 in a row and took a 14-11 lead. And they were challenged after that at 18-17 and 19-18. But then Pierre opened that up and scored the last 4 points of the second set. And what was a very tight game all the way, Pierre ends up winning it, kind of going away, 25-19. Pierre again scores the first 3 points of the third set rather. And in that third game, Pierre had some mistakes. They were almost their own worst enemy in that third game at times, but still, as far as the scoring goes, the Governors weren't challenged, I would say. 9-3, Pierre opened up a 6-point lead. It stayed at 6. Huron did get it back to 4 at 10-6, and I think the only other nail-biting moment was when Pierre had a 21-11 lead. Huron came back and scored 5 unanswered. That 10-point deficit was cut in half, but Pierre responds and scores 3 in a row. Huron, once Pierre got to match point. Did fight off 3 match points, but Pierre gets the last one on a Tiger error, and they win this one 25-19 in the third. So again, all in all, absolutely what the Governors want as they try to pick up their intensity and to pick up their play down the home stretch. They've got 3 matches to go. They've got Aberdeen on Saturday, Brookings a week from tonight, and then the following Tuesday night they go to Sioux Falls Jefferson, who came in here last Thursday to the Huron Arena and made the Tigers look like a much inferior team. That's what the Governors hope they don't see happen as well, but still a very good win for the Governors tonight. Take a look at the stats in this one. The Govs outscoring Huron in the kill column 31-24. Pierre balances it out, but it's Lily Sanchez with the team high honors at 9 kills compared to 7 from Avery Kaiser. They get 7 from Reese Terwilliger as well. And it was very strange to me that Avery Kaiser didn't score a single kill in that first set. Truth of the matter was, Governors didn't need Avery Kaiser to score in that first game. So all in all, I consider that a very good win for the Governors. So again, Sanchez 9, Terwilliger and Kaiser with 7 apiece. Next in line is Michaela Sherwood with 4. Campbell Boddicker chips in 3, and McKenna Schleckaway had 1 kill tonight for 31 total. Huron, it's Bryn Gose leading the way with 12 kills, match high honors, but that was half of her team's total output of 24. After the 12, it is Heaven Gainey, who again had her struggles tonight. She'll finish with just 5 kills. Elin Schoenhardt, the freshman, with 4. Hampton Hines with 2 from the setter spot, and Izzy Elwine with 1 kill for Huron. Blocking was pretty even, 3 apiece, as the Governors get ace blocks from Sanchez, Schleckaway, and Kaiser. Schoenhardt pitches in 2 for Huron, along with Izzy Elwine with 1. Should mention a set assists as well. I've got Lily Sanchez leading the way with 16 of those, and Elise Christofferson with 12, Remy Price with 2. But serving is where the Governors shined, as they've got 10 serving aces this evening. Sanchez with 4, Avery Kaiser with 2, Price, Rinke, Christofferson, Terwilliger, all with 1 apiece. Huron had a couple of aces from Huber and Schoenhardt, but 9 service errors for the Tigers, only 4 for the Governors. Hitting errors, 19 for Pierre, including 11 unofficially in that last set, but Huron also had 8 in that last game, and they'll also have 19 errors committed in this one as well. Just a great match for the Governors, and here to talk to us about it is Tiffany Stoser, the head coach, on a night, Coach, when I think the last thing you expected was a 3-set match for either team, talking about all of the mirror images and how similar these two teams are. But, boy, you got to feel good about the way this one goes in a 3-set sweep.
Yeah, this wasn't – I didn't see it coming this way. I know what our girls are capable of, but, man, they had to perform about as well as they can. And for the first time tonight, I think from the second the ball dropped, we were ready to go. You know, the girls were ready to go, and they didn't quit. Part of that is was spending a lot of time on internal leadership, and I saw more tonight, girls communicating things that they're not seeing on the floor that they need to see with each other, and not waiting for a timeout for those things to be discussed. So a sense of urgency is part of that, recognizing what other teammates are doing, what they need to fix, and taking care of that on the floor. And gosh, we had some girls step up tonight and do that.
2 weeks ago when Huron had the first 2 sets, something clicked in your bench and on your side of the net, and you came back and just absolutely dominated the third and the fourth. That's the team that we saw right away in game number 1. And yeah, there were some moments where it looked like you might start slipping a little bit. The mistakes, some of the errors were still there. A lot of aggressive errors tonight, though. It really was that team from games 3 and 4 2 weeks ago that we saw against that same Huron club tonight.
Yep. Message in the locker room, we had 2 main things that we wanted to work on, and that was our defensive passing, getting to spots on time. And then the other thing, we need to work on our mental game is we talked about we need to do hard better, because we know every game from here on out is going to be hard. This is the end of the season. This is postseason. Everybody's trying to get a spot in the state tournament, and whatever team can do hard, who can play in this type of environment, whoever does that better on a given night is going to win. And I thought our girls played hard tonight. They did hard better.
You had you didn't have the domination in the blocking sense. I mean, that was what really turned that match around a couple of weeks ago as well. But still a lot of good quality contact on a lot of these hot shots that Huron is putting over, and I think that's maybe where all of your defense turned into offense began tonight.
Yeah, our passing did well. I think they knew what we were going to do blocking wise tonight, and they made some adjustments, and so we've got some things to work on with that. I think some of our middles were off the net a little bit, but those are things we can fix in practice. It's identified. If their mental game is ready and they're focused and they want to win as bad as they wanted to win tonight, we can fix those adjustments. We can fix the technical stuff in the game because they want to fix it and they want to be successful. I want them to be satisfied with their season when they leave, when some of these girls graduate, and if we play like that, I think they will be.
Interesting stat tonight in the first set. Avery Kaiser, 0 kills. I mean, you're not going to win a lot if that's the case, but it turns out you didn't need it. Lily Sanchez was huge in every facet of this game tonight as well, and in 4 aces, and she's leading you in kills, and she's doing her set assist thing. I thought maybe tonight, and correct me if I'm wrong, I thought this is Lily's best match of the season.
Lily has found a way to take this team and put them on her shoulders when we need to. When she's the one out there, she's talking to people, she's closing things, and everybody looks up to her. I was on her case because she was eating nachos and a cupcake before the set, before the game started, so I was getting after her a little bit, and then I told her tonight after the game how much I appreciate that leadership that she does so well, and she told me it was the cupcake and the nachos, so I suppose she wins. I also have to do a TikTok tonight with the girls. They told me if they won tonight, Byerly and I are in on a TikTok. So some motivating factors, but I tell you what, Lily Sanchez, among others, Remy, Avery, McKenna, all the seniors, there's some serious leadership happening there. We're lucky to have them.
You know what? You wanted energy tonight and intensity, and we see that. Now you're talking about all of these things that the team does together and how much they seem to click together, how much they enjoy each other's company, and that's what we were seeing a lot last year too. That's what I love to see, is that even just one swinging kill, and you've got Elise Christofferson almost jumping into the arms of somebody who's hitting the ball. I mean, this team is starting to. On nights like this, at least, you see how much fun it is to play together.
Yeah, they love volleyball. They're great friends, all of them, and when they're having a good time like this, it feeds off each other. When you play well, it's fun. When you're having fun, you play well, and both happen tonight.
Aberdeen on Saturday at home, Saturday afternoon. Sometimes it's not so easy to play that much earlier in the afternoon, and Aberdeen is a team that still's kind of lurking, and a team that might be one of those teams that you don't want to play. When you hit the Sodak 16 coming into tonight, that would be the case. But what do you think about Aberdeen for the second time around?
Well, they've changed a lot since we played them last time. Their libero was out with a concussion. They've moved their big outside to the middle. They moved their big right side and Burkhardt out to the outside, so things look a lot different. I'm not as prepared for them right now as I felt like I was against here, and we're trying to go one game at a time. We have a little bit more time to do that, but we've got some serious dissecting of video to do, and I'll be spending some time on that tomorrow so that we can start right in on practice Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because we need to be prepared for Aberdeen.
All right, Coach. Most importantly, you hope this is the performance that is the springboard to the postseason, and so far, so good. Great job tonight.
Thanks, Brian.
Tiffany Stoster, the Governor head coach, as the Governors sweep Huron in the arena here. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We're back with more of our Family Dental post game. You're listening to Governor Volleyball.
Hey DQ fans, we're so excited about October's Blizzard of the Month that we just had to tell you. Meet the new Snickers Brownie Blizzard Treat. Made with Snickers pieces, chewy brownie pieces, and caramel topping, blended into world-famous DQ soft serve. This might just be your new go-to order, and you don't even have to trick or treat to get it. Try it today, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastормroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bank West has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE extension 2. That's 833-605-5483 extension 2 and punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Back at the Family Dental post game again, a 3-game sweep for the Pierre Governors. Not really what we expected, but certainly something the Governors will take, and it's all about that next match. If they can keep that intensity going, that was a big part of our pregame conversation with the coach, and it'll be a big part of pretty much every other conversation we have with the coach throughout the rest of this season. Pierre wins at 25-14, 19 and 19. Let's talk about big plays of the game. The big plays come to us courtesy of Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre, and certainly some big plays, good turning points, and in fact, as I think about big plays and what we might be talking about is something I didn't ask the coach about here just a moment ago, but let's think about it a little bit. Our big plays coming up from Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre after this.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much of the tooth as possible using state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Hermanson Endodontics with big plays of our broadcast, big plays in the match, and what we're going to do tonight for big plays is really the fact that the Governors, to me, were able to minimize, I'll use that word again, but keep the Tigers from scoring a lot of points in service runs. I had one 5-point run, which was in that third game when the Governors were already up 21-11. Huron made it 21-16. There was one other run, I think, in the second set for the Tigers that kind of had them showing some life. The second set was the one where they were kind of really playing with the Governors as the best they had. They were down 18-13. They got back within one at 18-17. Right then, that second game was anybody's ball game, but even though it stayed a 1-point game at 19-18, Governors go on a 6-1 scoring rally to close out that second game. And yeah, that second game looked a little more wide open than it actually was. But that's really all the Tigers were able to do in serve tonight with the Governors. When they didn't have the serve, Pierre was getting in system, and they were really setting things up, and it really was a great performance by the Governors tonight, especially against the Huron serves. That's our big play of the game, or the big play storyline of the match, sponsored by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. Got candidates as well for our player of the game. Your player of the game, sponsored by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre. Bryn Ghost leading the Tigers with 12 kills, and I think tonight not a lot of system for the Tigers, so Hampton Hines was not able to become a factor. It was a tough night for other scorers who the Tigers look upon. In fact, one player, Carson Kaufman, no kills tonight, and a lot of good back row defense for the Tigers, but the Governors just kept coming at them a little too much at a time. So certainly player of the game coming from the Governors' side, and our player of the game. Let's take a 60-second timeout. We'll come back after we hear from Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Your player of the game is next in our Family Dental postgame.
Push it, pull it, drag it, haul it, tow it. Just get it to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Right now, your trade is worth at least $3,000. If it's got a VIN number and on 4 wheels, we'll give you $3,000 for it when you trade in at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Don't wait. This special won't last long. Get $3,000 when you trade at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Some restrictions apply. Limited one trade per deal. Minimum purchase $10,000. See dealer for details.
Anytime is a good time for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Fill up your tank and your stomach. Hunting the fields, fishing the waters, taking kids to activities, Cowboy Country Store is ready for you. Feed the family while on the go with delicious foods. Breakfast starting at 5 a.m. and right now at all locations, $2 from every large breakfast pizza is donated to breast cancer awareness. Convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores and Chance Chicken on Euclid and Harrison in Pierre and in Fort Pierre.
Cowboy Country Stores with player of the game announcement coming up, and some really fine performances, including 7 kills from Reese Terwilliger. Avery Kaiser seemed to be quite quiet tonight with 7 kills, but she did have an ace block and 2 service aces in there, so a 10-point night for Avery nonetheless. You've got more contributions from a number of players. Michaela Sherwood providing some net front presence once again, and Elise Christofferson got her at 12 service aces, 12 set assists, 1 service ace. 12 aces would be great. But Elise, I think, is providing so much energy, and the celebration of each point that you see from Elise Christofferson, a big part of this performance tonight. Remy Price played well. Lainey Rinke played well. And McKenna Schleckaway wasn't needed an awful lot in the front row either, but she did her thing. Campbell Boddicker was in there, but like I said, with Coach Stoser up here, I really thought tonight was the night that Lily Sanchez shined as, not just maybe one of the better players on this Pierre Governor squad, but maybe one of the best players in the state. I've got her at 9 kills. They may have had her with 10 officially, but 4 service aces, 1 ace block, and 16 set assists. There isn't anything that Lily Sanchez can't do on the volleyball court. Don't know how many digs she had, but she did a fine job in that department as well. Just a very good all-around complete game played by Lily Sanchez, the 5'9" senior setter/hitter. She is our Cowboy Country Stores player of the game, so we'll get her a t-shirt noting her accomplishments and leading her team to a surprise 3-game sweep of the Huron Tigers, 25-14, 25-19, and 25-19. Your player of the game sponsored by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Let's take a final 60-second break. We'll come back and close this one out by looking ahead at upcoming action. We'll also run down the other scores from Class AA tonight. One more trip through our Family Dental Post game next from Huron on River 92.7.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The Garage Doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
You know that feeling? The feeling that things couldn't get any better? It's you at your best. Being your best means owning your health. It means not only meeting your goals, but crushing them, then setting new ones. Partner with an Avera primary care provider. We are right here to help you create health goals so you can feel your best and move forward to your healthiest self. Learn more at avera.org/checkout. Avera, moving health forward.
Governor sweep in Huron tonight. They take on the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. The home finale coming up for Pierre on Saturday afternoon. So that'll, let's call it senior night, I suppose. But that'll be a 1 o'clock pregame and 1:30 first serve here on River 92.7. Tonight, Aberdeen is playing in Mitchell. They got the first 2 sets, but Mitchell gets the third one, 25-22. So Aberdeen still going, leading 2-1. Sioux Falls Jefferson went 4 at Watertown tonight, but they defeat the Arrows 3-1. O'Gorman has swept Sioux Falls Lincoln 21-14 and 17. And Sioux Falls Washington with a 3-game sweep at Brandon Valley. So some of the AA scores that are in that one, Harrisburg and Sioux Falls Christian had Christian winning the first one 25-15. Second set, Sioux Falls Christian leading 17-15. So the best of Class A giving the third best of Class AA some difficulty tonight. Sioux Falls Roosevelt, I know, had a 2-0 lead at Brookings as well. Brookings still on the schedule for the Governors next Tuesday night, has had some struggles this season as well. So, so far, so good. The Governors will increase their maybe ranking, perhaps, with a loss from Sioux Falls Lincoln. Governors with a win here over Huron tonight. It'll be football first on Thursday night, our next broadcast. The Governors, after that rousing win over T area Friday night, go to Douglas to take on the Patriots Thursday night. We're on the air at 6:25 Central Time. It will be a 7 o'clock Central Time kickoff right here on River 92.7. And again, Saturday afternoon, Governor Volleyball hosting Aberdeen Central on the air at 1 o'clock for the pregame. As we thank our partners in crime here, Caleb Brozick for running the show at Live Ticket. Also Heather Williams back in studio. We'll wish safe travels for everybody getting back on the road, and remind you, on behalf of the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, who celebrates being a part of a team, remember to buckle up every trip, every time, and also keep your eyes on the road, not on your phone. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. So that'll do it until we meet you again on Thursday night for high school football. The top-ranked Governors at Douglas. We're glad to have you here tonight. Your final scoreboard from Gales Gas Service in Pierre reads the Governors in 3 over Huron tonight. 25-14, 25-19, and 25-19. I'm Brian Oakland. We'll see you Thursday night. This has been a presentation of River 92.7 Sports, your official voice of Pierre Governor Broadcasts and DRGnews.com.